Hey friends! If you're looking for a fun and different way to teach your students, this video is made just for you. You're about to discover an awesome coloring table game in PowerPoint, where everything is controlled through a simple form in Excel. Just set it up once, and it runs smoothly on its own. But that's not all. We've got a cool reward system. 3 prize boxes, each hiding a surprise. And students get to choose which one to open. From boosting focus and logical thinking with the N-Queens game, to exciting coloring challenges made just for each student. Everything's here to make your class more creative and fun. So if you're a teacher who wants a lively, engaging classroom, make sure to watch this video till the end, you're gonna love it. We've talked about tools you can use to design fun classroom games. It's time for the next important step. Now, we will explain the different parts with multiple examples. Name. Enter a unique name for the game. At least one game must be defined to generate PowerPoint. Shape. Determines the shape of game boxes, rectangle, circle, cloud. I choose the rectangle shape for all the games. You can choose a circle or a cloud. Setting. Select settings. A game cannot be created without one. The settings have already been entered in the settings section. If you don't have any settings, you can enter one from the settings section. Reward. Assign a reward. A game cannot be created without one defined in the rewards section. The rewards are entered in the rewards section. If you haven't defined a reward yet, go to the rewards section and set a reward for the student. Time. Enable and set a timer if desired. If the yes option is selected for the game, the time, in seconds, must be entered. This time will be displayed to the user during the game. If not, select the no option. Score. Points added for each correct grid. If the score is equal to or greater than the minimum score you have defined in the rewards section, the reward page will be displayed, otherwise, this page will not be generated. Type. We have 3 types of games. Easy. In this type of game, the N-Queens algorithm is used. In this method, the cells of a grid must be colored using a single color in such a way that no 2 cells of the same color are placed in the same row, the same column, or along the same diagonal. In simpler terms, this problem is similar to the movement of a queen in chess. In an n times n grid, we must place n queens so that no 2 queens are aligned in the same row, column, or diagonal. Medium. In this game, the number of colors is equal to the number of rows in the grid. The goal is to color the cells in such a way that no 2 cells of the same color appear in the same row or the same column. Hard. This game is an open challenge with no definite solution, but you can present it to students so that they can try to find one on their own. The rules are similar to the first game, except that this time the number of colors is equal to the number of rows in the grid. For example, if we have an 8 by 8 grid, the cells must be colored in such a way that no 2 cells of the same color appear in the same row, the same column, or along the same diagonal. Number. The number of rows and columns in the grid is the same, so we only need to enter one number. This number must be between 4 and 10. I have designed 5 games of different types, which are explained separately below. Game 1. This game is of easy type. It uses an 8 by 8 grid. Clicking on a cell changes its color. The goal is to color 8 cells in such a way that no 2 cells of the same color are in the same row, column, or diagonal. Game 2. This game is also easy and similar to Game 1, but with the following differences. The grid has 10 rows and 10 columns. If a cell is colored incorrectly, the borders around that cell turn red. Game 3. This game is of medium type. The grid size is 6 × 6. On the left side of the slide, you can see 6 different colors, which are selected in the settings. Clicking on a color box selects that color, and then clicking on a cell applies the selected color to that cell. The goal is to color the grid so that no 2 rows or 2 columns have the same color. Game 4. This game is also medium and similar to Game 3, with the following differences. The grid has 7 rows and 7 columns. The cells must be colored using 7 different colors. Game 5. This game is of hard type. The grid size is 9 × 9. The goal is to color the cells with 9 different colors so that no 2 cells of the same color are in the same row, column, or diagonal. On the left side, there are 9 color boxes and an eraser box. The eraser can undo the last change made. This game is a challenge with no definitive solution so far. Its purpose is solely to provide a difficult and engaging problem for players to solve. Now, I will delete the games I previously designed and use the first game to demonstrate how to enter the information. I choose the name Game 1. I select Main Settings as the settings. I choose Reward 1 as the reward. I set the timer to yes and consider 120 seconds. I set the score to 20 points. I select Easy as the type. I set the number to 6. Finally, after entering all the data, click Save. If this button is not clicked, the game will not be added to the table. Now, we are going to explain the other game buttons for you. Reset Game. Clears all input fields. Recovery Game. If you've previously saved games in the backup table, this option allows you to restore them. Clear Game. This option deletes all games stored in the games table. Before deletion, you will be asked whether you want to save the games to the backup table. If you confirm, the games will be backed up before deletion and can be restored using the recovery option. Note: deleting games will also delete all PowerPoints created using those games. Delete Game. Select a row from the games table to choose a game. Press this button to delete the selected game. Note: deleting a game will also delete any PowerPoints created using that game. Edit Game. Select a row from the games table. Make any necessary changes to the data, then click this button to save the changes. If the number of defined games is large and you need to search among them, simply use the search box to look for the type or name of the game, then click the search button. You will see that the search results are displayed for you. After finishing the work, we go to the PowerPoint settings section. Here, I select Public. I use a box to select students and a spinner to select the game, and I choose all the games from 1 to 5. In the description section, I just write, "Click me." Then I press the Save button. We exit Excel and go to the PowerPoint. We double-click on educaloria.pptm file and see that there are no slides here. Then we double-click in queen.pam file. And you'll notice that the Add-ins menu appears in the top ribbon. From the Add-ins menu, click Queen. If this method for opening the add-in file doesn't work for you, I've explained another method in the settings tutorial video, which you can watch. The video link is available in the description. In the settings, we selected public mode. You'll see that 2 slides are created. The first slide contains the students' names, based on the information entered in the student form. On the side panel, you'll see the comments or descriptions that were entered. You can close them by clicking on them. You can either click Next to skip this step or select one of the boxes. We click on the box, wait until the student's name appears. When you click on a student's name, you'll see it displayed at the top of each slide. By clicking Next, we go to the Game slide. We click Spin and start to see how the spinning function works. We click on Game 3 and wait for the game to be created. We exit presentation mode and see that a game slide has been created. An important point: games must be created while in presentation mode. I exit presentation mode so you can see, but you don't need to exit. You can simply press Next to go to the game. We switch to presentation mode and press Next to enter the game. This game is of medium type. The grid size is 6 × 6. On the left side of the slide, you can see 6 different colors, which are selected in the settings. Clicking on a color box selects that color, and then clicking on a cell applies the selected color to that cell. The goal is to color the grid so that no 2 rows or 2 columns have the same color. Finally, we return to the first slide and exit presentation mode. Now, back to Excel. In the PowerPoint settings section, we had said there are 2 presentation modes for the games. Public, which we already explained, and now private, which we'll explain next. Click Clear to remove previous data, and then click Private for any student. In the first slide, select how students will be chosen: via boxes or a spinner. In spinner mode, you must have at least 5 students, otherwise, use boxes. Assign 1 game to each student. Just note that you cannot assign 2 different games to the same student. Doing so will result in an error. However, you can assign the same game to multiple students. Close the form. And exit Excel. Go to PowerPoint and click Queen. Wait a moment. You'll see a slide created. Run the presentation. You'll see a spinner divided into 7 parts, 1 for each student who has been assigned a game. Click Spin and start. Patrick is selected. Click her name and wait for her game to be created. Click Next. You'll enter the game we assigned to Patrick, Game 1. This game is of easy type. It uses an 8 by 8 grid. Clicking on a cell changes its color. Finally, we return to the first slide and exit presentation mode. Now, back to Excel. Now let's test the box selection method. Click on one of the rows and select Box. When you click Edit, a message appears. Choose Yes to change student selection to boxes. Close the form. And go to PowerPoint. Click Queen and wait for it to load. After the slide is created, you'll see chests representing the boxes. There are 7 chests, matching the 7 students. Each chest contains a student's name in the same order as in Excel. Click on the first chest. Patrick appears. Click his name and wait for the slide to generate. You'll enter the game we assigned to Patrick, Game 1. This game is of easy type. It uses an 8x8 grid. Clicking on a cell changes its color. The goal is to color 8 cells in such a way that no 2 cells of the same color are in the same row, column, or diagonal. At the end of the game, a reward button appears at the bottom of the screen. We click on the reward button and go to the reward slide. We select the second box. The student earns 10 scores. We go to the main slide and exit the presentation mode. Here, you can see that 2 slides, game and reward during the game, have been created. Returning to Excel. In the PowerPoint settings section, you can see that we assigned Game 1 to Patrick. Going to the Games section, you can see that Game 1 is of easy type. It uses an 8x8 grid. Reward 1 has been selected for this game. Here, I tried to explain to you how the game is played. If you're interested in collaborating or have any questions, feel free to contact me via email. So if you're looking for creative, engaging, and budget-friendly teaching ideas, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any new videos.